I'm here to discuss how selection sort works. First, set the first element as minimum, then compare minimum with the second elements. If the second element is smaller than minimum, assign the second element as minimum. Then compare minimum with the third elements. Again, if the third element is smaller, then assign minimum to the third elements, otherwise do nothing, or the process goes on until the last element. How bubble sort works. First is we have an element equals 209. If then first step is start from the first index, compare the first and second element. If the first element is greater than the second element, they are swapped. Now compare the second and the third elements, swap them if they are not in order. Then process goes on until the last elements. The same process goes on for the remaining iteration. After each iteration, the largest elements among the unsorted elements is placed at the end. If each iteration, the comparison takes place of the last unsorted elements. The array is sorted when all the unsorted elements are placed at their correct position. And here are how insertion sort works. First, we need to sort the following array. First step is the first element is the array is assumed to be sorted. Take the second element and store it separately in K. Compare K with the first element. If the first element is greater than K, then K is placed in the front of the first element. Now, the first two elements are sorted. Take the third element and compare it with the elements on the left of it. Place it just behind the elements smaller than 1. If there is no element smaller than 1, then place it at the beginning of that array. Then similarly, place every unsorted element at its correct position.